So hello students, welcome to EduTap. We all have heard that with time the change is inevitable. And if you want to grow, you will have to learn how to grow with these changes. This particular saying sits very right in case of NABARD Grade A examination. Because if you look at some trend that were there in 2018 and were considered to be very important if you want to clear this examination, are no more, are not significant at all in 2023. So we are going to talk about 5 lost trend in NABARD Grade A examination. So first trend is about the current affairs. So earlier what used to happen in NABARD Grade A examination, it was said that you need to cover more and more current affair. This is not at all true in 2024. Why? Because you will see, if I take the example of the question paper from 2023. So here you will see the question. Everybody know about the PM Kisan scheme. And you will heard people saying that, okay, for every particular scheme, you need to learn about the ministry. You need to learn about the objective. You need to learn about the launch year. And of course, you will go ahead and you will read, okay, 6,000 rupees are given. But look at the question that NABARD is asking. They are asking you about the definition of family in the first part. And of course, you need to know about all the options. It is not something that you can guess, okay, this can be right and this can be wrong. Either you know it or you don't know it. So if you want to score in current affair, you will have to go in depth. You will have to read more things rather than just objective and launch year and the ministry under which this particular scheme is held. You will have to read much more in particular scheme, not only about the current affair, what is currently going on the scheme, but if the scheme may something have been changed or due to some reason the scheme is in news, you will have to read in detail in that particular scheme. I'll give you one more example. So we have known about the Swachh Bharat mission. You might know this particular scheme in which year it was held. You might know what happened in this particular scheme. You might know under which ministry this particular scheme was launched. But look at the question that NABARD have asked. So they have asked about a particular thing, particular component, that is the funding component, and they have asked about where the funds are spent. So you have 4 options and you need to know. And this is again not something that you can guess ki, okay, administrative charge can be the answer, capacity building cannot be there. Right? Either you know it because you have read it or you don't know it. So please keep in mind that if you want to score in current affair, which is a very big component of your NABARD Grade A examination, maximum question in a merit section are asked from the current affair section. If you want to clear this exam, current affair need to be dealt in depth. Next, so about the non-merit section. So I'd like to remind you first that in 2021, the non-merit section actually become non-merit section. Before that, there used to be only 200 question, 200 marks and the cutoff was there from there. So if somebody is not confident in ARD or they are not confident in ESI, they might be confident or they might be preparing for other banking examinations. So they have good quant, they have good reasoning, they have good English. So they might have, gotten the score here. But this is not true in present time. By 2021, since we have seen the non-merit section came into existence about quant, reasoning, English, computer and decision making. Again, decision making was a new component in 2021 that was introduced. And now what happens, since these sections have become only qualifying or non-merit in nature, that means you only need to score the cutoff marks if you want to clear this exam. What does that mean? In quants, you get 3 marks. You have cleared quant section. Phase 1 final cutoff quant will not be considered. So you need to understand this. Earlier what used to happen, again you can see the cutoff in 2020 before the pattern was changed. Here you can see the cutoff is low, but if you look at the final merit, so out of 200 marks, it was 118 marks. So if you are able to score good marks in quant, reasoning, English, you have fair chances here. But this is not anymore the case. So what you need to do, you need to adapt to this new pattern. If you are preparing for non-merit section, focus on accuracy and focus on time-bound preparation. If you just go, okay, I'll spend 3 minutes, solving or answering one question in quant, reasoning, English, decision-making, computer, you will not score good marks in merit section. So for non-merit section, focus on the accuracy and again, time-bound practice. If you are able to do only 3 questions correct from quant and not attempting any other question at all, you have cleared quant section. Same goes for reasoning. Just do 4 questions correctly and you have done it. English mein you need to do 13 question correctly. Computer mein you need to do 6 question correctly. Decision making mein just do 2 question with 100% accuracy. So please do focus on these things and don't waste your time in the qualifying section or the non-merit section. Now coming to the next learning. So we have seen earlier what used to happen. Again, I'll go back to the trend. So I have already told you that the current affair need to be covered in depth. So one reason I have given you. The second reason is in 2021, the new pattern was introduced under which the ESI-ARD component, that is your paper 2. Earlier what used to happen, it was 100% objective in nature. Now it is 50% objective and 50% descriptive in nature. Ultimately, what does this mean? That means you need to cover even the static portion in the depth. So here you can see, I'll give you example. If I talk about year 2022, where the majority questions were from the current nature. So here you can see NRLM, even the scheme, I have told you, if I go by this, you will be only reading, ministry and bare minimum information. So that even if I forget, okay, I'll see the option and I'll mark it. What NABARD did, they asked that you in the descriptive portion. Same did they did for the PDS system. Same they did for the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. And now you cannot be like, okay, I'll just read current affair in depth. Because what happened? Even the static portion in the descriptive can be asked in depth. So now you need to focus on the descriptive writing. Make it a priority. Right? Before you start or when you start preparation, start preparing the static portion first, and when you are preparing for phase 1, don't only focus on the objective part. Start writing answer. So make descriptive writing your new priority. Now, coming to the next learning, interview matters now. What do I mean by that? See, interview used to matter before that, but earlier the interview was only of 25 marks, right? So even if let's say you have you have scored in the interview, you had fair chances. Earlier your final selection used to be from the 200 marks in mains and 25 marks in interview. Now it is 200 marks of mains and 50 marks in interview. Right? So interview weightage has been increased. It is giving you an indication that yes, interview mein you will have to put an effort, you need to score good marks. Last but not least, or I would say the number one, the trend that is changed is about the GA part. Yes. See, GA mein earlier what used to happen, question from everywhere used to be there, and especially the banking awareness. So student used to just mug up all the banking awareness. Even the student who are from economics background, agriculture background, GA used to have a challenge. But take a look at the recent trend. So you will see GA is now majorly focused on, although there are different sections of current affair, but it is not like the banking awareness is there. So banking awareness is wiped out. The question that are asked are from the sports. The question that are asked are from the scheme also, are from the reports also. The question from the census are also there. But beside, the major question are from the current events. Be it your sports, be it your meetings, be it your projects, be it your festival or fair, the questions are there. So I'll give you one example. See the question that you'll be able to see. If I talk about the sports, usually what happens, we just go to some random website or we just go to random YouTube channel and we just listen to some news. They tell you, okay, this particular event had been held and this particular person was winner and this particular person was the runner-up. Now look at the question they have asked. So they have asked you, Leander Pace become the first Asian. Okay, this was from 2023. So even if we heard this, we will say, okay, from which game he is related to, these kind of information. What was the question? You can see they have asked them about their title. So again, GA does not mean banking awareness anymore. GA is a different challenge, and to crack this particular challenge, focus on the 5th step that I have told you. Current affair you need to cover in depth, and for GA particularly, you will have to cover the current affair in all dimensions now. Not only banking awareness, and also don't go reading about the dams, don't go reading about the biosphere reserve, these kind of information, or I would say static GK is not required for general awareness of NABARD grade A examination. I'll give you one more example. Look at this particular question. So here the question is about the cricket, and now I know most of you must be very confident. Okay, I know everything about the cricket. So see the kind of question they have given. we must be prepared ki, okay, in 2023 where did the match happen, who was the winner, who was the runner up. The question you see about the hosting they have asked about, okay, so where the India was co-host. So you can get this kind of question. I know it is very difficult. Even when we covered, in depth this information, we might totally skip, or it might be absent, or we might forget it. But yes, this is only one question, right? But please do understand, GA is different challenge now. Now, what is going to be your next step? Go through the PYQs of last 3 years, right? You will be able to understand whatever points I have told you. Now, this will be the end of this video. Thank you so much. Okay, there was another question that I have forgot to show you. So this was your question. Okay, so we all have heard about ki, okay, Chandrayaan was there, these kind of information, but look at the question that NABARD have asked. So thank you so much for being here with me. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want the PDF of the videos that we provide, you can go join our Telegram channel as well. Beside this, if you're looking for some quality courses, so we have two courses, the Gold Pack and the Silver Pack. So in Gold Pack, you will get complete preparation of phase 1, phase 2 and interview. If I talk about the other package that we have, that is Silver Pack, so here you will get the preparation of in phase 1 ESI, ART, GA, you will get complete preparation, because they are common in phase 2 also, but this is more focused on the phase 2 part, right? So for phase 2 you will get complete preparation, and for interview you will get complete preparation. To see what kind of content you will be getting in the Gold Pack and the Silver Pack, we have provided free sample material in the description box. So go in the description box, you will find the link to these particular packages also, and the free sample material also. Beside this, thank you so much. If you have any doubt, any question, feel free to ask the question.